Psalm 23. God has set a table for two, one chair for himself, the king, and the second one, believe it or not, is for you. But of course, the enemy wants a seat at the table too. Anxiety wants a seat, envy wants a seat, worry and frustration want a seat. But don't give the enemy a seat at your table. Look up, go up. You're invited up the mountain of God. Move towards infinite power, splendor, love, and beauty, healing and restoration. When we gaze upon the Almighty, we are changed by the captivation. Empowered to take every thought captive in the battle of the mind. Shame is silenced by his glory, and our future redefined. So draw near to Jesus. The shepherd is good. Our God is faithful. Take the place prepared for you. And don't give the enemy a seat at your table.
As a church leader, your time and resources are limited. It's difficult to find discipleship and Bible study materials that are affordable, easily accessible, and high quality. But there is a way to equip the people in your church every day of the week without losing sleep. Welcome to Right Now Media, the world's largest library of video-driven Bible study resources, used by more than 20,000 churches, schools, and organizations. With a Right Now Media subscription, everyone in your church can access thousands of biblical resources for kids, couples, small groups, and more. Give your members access to great content, anytime, anywhere, on any device.
And God specifically says, the way you think, that's not the same way I think.
Equip and inspire everyone in your church beyond Sunday.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Solomon Izana Shams, and welcome once again to my YouTube channel, where we get to talk about all things church, leadership, biblical perspective. We look at all of that. So thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate your time. I'm sure is my light okay, guys? Is my light okay? Can you see me very well? I hope so, because yeah, I don't know what else to do. Anyway, but I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you're doing very well in all that you're doing. Wherever you are, I hope you're doing very well. Okay, Samantha said yes. My light is okay. So thank you so much. Thank you, guys. If you haven't subscribed, can I ask you to please subscribe to the YouTube channel, Solomon's Temple? Please do so right away, and follow the lots of other videos that we have that you can check out. So thank you so much. Yeah, a bit dark. I don't know why, but my lights is, because I normally put my lights well. Is it my camera? Oh, this is worse, isn't it? Okay. Sorry, guys. I need to get something to clean. I need to clean this so it will look better. Yeah, looks better a little bit. Anyway, let's go on with it, and we will see how we can fix that as we go on. But yeah, so please subscribe. Thank you, everyone who is here already. Ondoma Peters, participating live from Abuja. Thanks, Uncle Solomon. Good to have you here. Mateka say our president is still speaking. Yes, the president of South Africa is actually addressing the nation right now regarding the COVID-19 thing, and just giving an update. Maybe South Africa might be going a level down, a lot more. It's going to be a little bit more open. So we hope so. And then Julie here in Uganda is saying, good evening, Uncle Saul. It's Julie's here all the way from Uganda. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Stacy. Stacy is saying we're good now. Okay, Sakani is saying the president is done. Anyway, thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Lizzie. Everyone who's here, thank you so much. Evelyn Bongani, Aminata is here. Oh, thank you, my Accra sister, all the way from Accra. Pearl is here. Thank you, Malia. Thank you, Arisha. Thank you, Stacy, Pen, Jen from Jamaica. Cecilia is asking me, yes, I have to apologize. I was going to do an interview. I wasn't going to upload that video. I was going to do a live interview with a boy about his experiences in church, how he was taken advantage of. But he had some technical difficulties, so we have to reschedule that. We're going to have to do that. Adolphine is saying, good evening. I really appreciate it, what you're doing. Your reward is in heaven. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good evening, Hussein. Good to hear from you. Someone was talking about audio here. Is that it? Clear now. We can wait in the dark. Oh, okay, the audio that counts. Okay. All right, guys. So I want to quickly just take you through. You remember last week I had an interview with a guy called Julius Eatis. And Julius is a gospel artist and who had been recruited by former TB Joshua's Wiseman. His name is Christopher Oji. So they call him Wiseman Christopher. Some of you guys who had followed TB Joshua and Synagogue Church of All Nations and Emmanuel TV would know him. This is him here. So this is Wiseman Christopher. He left TB Joshua, I think, over a year now, close to 2 years or so, and he moved to Enugu in the east of Nigeria, where he started his own ministry and church, he calls it. So he recruited this young musician to come and build his choir, his music team. He promised him a lot, but when he came, he never really delivered at all. He didn't just deliver, but this Julius also found out that this man here was having an sexual relationship with women, different women. Matter of fact, some of the women live with him in his house. And one of the girls that was mentioned in that interview is this girl here. Her name is Joy. She is still there. She is one of the people he ordained as evangelist. Obviously, he's using the same style that TB Joshua had, that he learned from. Obviously, so-called Wiseman Christopher doesn't really know how to run ministry or church any other way except the manipulative, deceitful, and evil ways that he learned from his master, TB Joshua. So what do you expect? He's going to replicate that. So Julius was brought and promised to be given accommodation so he can stay, nice accommodation that is going to be comfortable for him. And he wasn't given that accommodation. Matter of fact, this is the kind of place he ended up sleeping. A mattress on the floor in a corner. You can see how congested and how cramped that place is. This was where Julius spent so much of his days while he's training the choir, the whole music team. He wasn't paid appropriately. He wasn't even paid as not even 10% of what he was promised was delivered. And he got frustrated and left. But before he left, he built up the choir. This is the choir and the music team that he of Christopher Orji, Wiseman Christopher, as they call him. This is the choir that Julius helped him to build. He trained the instrumentalists. He brought his own people. He trained trained them vocally and so many different ways, make them to look, more, to operate in more excellence. But Wiseman Christopher didn't keep part of his bargain. And you know that I interviewed Julius here. And Christopher has been frustrating Julius because he owes Julius a lot of money and still hasn't paid Julius. Right now, he's actually trying to oppress and intimidate Julius. And Julius needs your help too. I'd put his contact details there. You can go and check. Also, all his details. You can go and check it online. You can go and check it. His name is Julius. I'm trying to actually get the correct name on social media. Yeah, Julius Etas. Etas is E-T-A-S. You can check him out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or you can Google him. He's an artist who has his own album. He has songs out there that he started really helping him to build his own career or ministry, whatever you call it. But Wiseman Christopher messed him up and told him, basically shamelessly told him, oppressed him and told him, you're not going to get anything of me, basically. And whilst Julius was with Wiseman Christopher, like I said, he had had so much about the different relationship that he had had with some of the young girls and single girls there, sexual relationships. This is one of the girls, and she's still there, Joy. And then there's another one that was there that left shamelessly, that he promised almost like he was going to marry her and all that. And this is her now. She's moved to Lagos. Her name is Favor. You can see she was also at TB Joshua's Synagogue Church of All Nations before she left. That was how, after he left, they got in touch, and that was how she moved and now started serving with him. She calls herself now Prophetess Favor. So I'm going to play you audio evidences of this same woman, Favor, speaking about her experiences with Wiseman Christopher. And this is a conversation she had with another woman who is a medical doctor out in the UK. Now, this woman has been supportive of Wiseman Christopher. She even bought him a car. She has given him money, supporting and believing that he's a man of God. But when she now started hearing information about his escapades with women, his shenanigans with women, she decided to ask and confront him and ask him. And he now blocked her totally. And she got really crossed because she felt she was being supportive of him and helping him financially and everything. And that made her to start talking to people like the Favor here. So you're going to hear a conversation between this older lady who is a medical doctor in the UK and has been a partner and a supporter of Wiseman Christopher. She's in this audio speaking to what do you call him? Speaking to Favor, who was one of the evangelists there, and she had a relationship with him, that is Wiseman Christopher. And I think she got pregnant from what I hear. And then that was when the problem and the drama started between them. But here is an audio. This is part 2. I've done part 1 last week, and next week I'm also going to do a part 3 because I have so much audio that I hope you can listen. So please, I want you to listen to it carefully, just so you can get some of the details. So I would need you to follow. If there's any place that I need to sort of like explain anything, or if you have any sort of question, you can put in the comment section. And if I can, I would try to answer it. So I'm bringing you the conversation on the ways and the manipulations and the deceptions of Wiseman Christopher, a conversation between one of his partners, financial partners, a doctor based in the UK, who is Nigerian based in the UK, with his former so-called girlfriend, not even girlfriend, someone who she just took advantage of and slept with her and then dismissed her. So here's the conversation.
So I'm like, wow. I just, bro. Hey, welcome, congrats. So, okay, who called you and said Christopher is out? Who called you to say? So one of the sisters called me. Okay. One of the disciples. She called me. Did you hear that Christopher is out? I was like, wow. So told me his message, his messenger, this is his name. I went to his messenger. I sent him a message. Oh, congrats, welcome and everything. More grace to carry on. So it was not like, that he's starting up something soon. I said, okay. So I was like, please, I would like to have you around when I'm starting. So I said till then. So that was how we got to start talking. Yes. So I've not picked your call before because I wasn't answering their phone. I was not answering their phone. Okay. You were not handling the phone. Who was holding the phones? Especially Joy. It was Joy. From day one. Okay. Yes, Joy and it was Joy. Okay. And the happiness, yeah. Okay. So they never used to tell you there's somebody called Adeze. There's always something. Because sometimes Sister Joy will pick it and man of God is not around, yeah. Somebody in the UK. I think I know. I don't know if you are the one. I know this particular Adeze that comment a lot. That's me. Oh, okay. That's me. So what were they saying about me? No, it was not. No, it's not like there's something they're saying about you. Yeah. No, I just know that because when I was with Christopher, I used to even tell people, okay, this is the website. Please join the YouTube, join the Facebook. Mm-hmm. So most of them, I even send them card. Okay, make sure you comment, make sure you like, make sure you share. Yeah. So I pay so much attention to the people commenting, and I know that there's this particular attention. That's me. Like he's a very big follower. Exactly, that's me. Like when I got to coach, remember I was like, you're the one that used to comment so much. Yeah, that was me. Hey, that said there's no way she wouldn't know me. I know I was number one commenter. Seriously. I used to love, I can watch that guy for hours sitting down and I'll be getting fat watching him, and I'll be commenting. I can say exactly what he said from morning till night. It'd be like, are you scooping this guy or something? It was that serious. So I felt okay. I told Sister this, please let's talk to her. Just you need to be open and tell her the reason why you're calling. Apologize first of all from cutting off from everybody who has been a part of your success journey. Apologize to her. Then come on with the topic because there's one side to a story is always too dangerous. The stories we are hearing and the person who fits us the story, the one side, if we just take that one side and begin to act on it, whatever the consequences comes out of it, all of us will bear it. Okay. Now, I am worried. Would I say worried? I'm concerned. I'm deeply concerned because it feels to me like I'm using my money to fund a terrorist organization. Example, I'm giving an example. So if a man of God's character is questionable and I still go ahead funding his ministry, what it means is that I am using my money to buy into his sinful nature, which will in turn affect me and my family and household. Does it make sense?
Not at all.
Huh?
I say no, it doesn't make sense.
Okay, it doesn't make sense. Well, how does it not make sense? So if I know that Christopher is a bad guy, example, that he does all these things people are accusing him of doing, like I'm told he's into womanizing, he's had women fornicate with him and commit adultery. He's so proud. He has so much pride. He starves his workers. He doesn't show respect for people. If I continue to sponsor such work and say it's still the work of Christ, if you're aiding and abetting sin, then you're as good as a culprit in the sin, right? So if you know that somebody is stealing, but you're covering the person and taking and eating from that thing he's stealing from. In fact, you don't even have to eat. All you have to do is know that this person stole, and you cover up for the person. You and the person, there's no difference especially in this Western world. You're punishable at the same level by law. Does it make sense?
Where am I going to? No, sorry.
Yeah, is that your daughter?
No, she's late for us to go downstairs. Mommy, it's too late now. Come upstairs. Sorry, Jerry, my sister's daughter.
Okay. So what I'm saying is...
Sorry, please, hold on. Tracy, come up.
Bless you.
Sorry, I'm back.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, if I know that an organization does not uphold the true nature of Christ, that there's something going on there, which you and I know, that when Christ was in the world doing his missionary journey, he never perpetrated such thing. And I still go ahead sponsoring that mission as a Christ-like environment or organization. If anything comes out of it, the sin will be on me and my household too. I'm going to be culpable too, you see? So I'm speaking on a partnership level and somebody who has close friendship with Christopher, but not anymore. Because when this story started, how did the story start? Jonas left him, and I was the first person he contacted to let me know he has left Christopher. And in doing that, he then made it clear to me that Joy is living in the same house with him and they're having, affair. So when I got the text message, I fainted. Because I used to think Jonas, Joy, because of her fairness, my son has gone there. My son was there in October last year, so to visit Christopher. And when he got there, Christopher told him, "Hey, Sister Joy is living with me. Jonas is living with me." So by the time my son called, Mommy, Christopher is living with a woman in his house. He said, Sister Joy is living there. I'm like, what? So I made a few questions. I said, no, I called people. They said, no, I think it's a relation. He and God's gift, that girl and God's gift are the same fair colored. And God's time, sorry, I gave him another baptism. Sometimes I call him God's gift. So they told me, that they think they are related. God's time and Mr. Joy, see, giving their height and fairness, and they are from the same village with him, with Christopher, given that they've been there from day one with him. So people just say, we believe they are related. I said they should be, because when I prayed here, I got. So do you know, these are things I noticed about the guy. And I felt this guy is holy. I repeat, that's how I kept quiet. See, giving, he said, Mr. Joy is living there. Joy is living there. I'm like, what? So I made a few questions.
Sorry, guys, I didn't know the sound was off. It's back now. I hope you can hear it.
I said, no, I called people. They said, no, I think it's his relation. He and God's gift, that girl and God's gift are the same fair colored. And God's time. God's time, sorry, I gave him another baptism. Sometimes I call him God's gift. So they told me that they think they are related. God's time and Mr. Joy, see, giving their height and fairness, and they are from the same village with him, with Christopher, given that they've been there from day one with him. So people just say, we believe they are related. I said they should be, because when I prayed here, I got worried. What I saw in my dream was different. So I said they should ask her. I said, yeah. I said, this girl has a child. Ask around. So the woman asked again. I said, well, Mama Chidema, I don't think you know her. Well, at this, I heard the girl has a child. She's even married. It was Christopher who delivered her. That her delivery took hours. I shouldn't worry. That how can a man of God be living with a woman? I said, no, they are related. Seriously. The girl is married. I said, but if she's married, she should be in her husband's home. That was me being inquisitive, okay? But by the time I asked the question, when you ask too much, it's as if you have a personal issue. Interest or something. So, my dear, I know, and that's how I kept quiet. I said, there's a mind your business now. The fact that they give Kojim thousands doesn't mean you should be following everything the man does. Leave him now. Sit down for yourself. My sister, that's how I start, You see that profile picture now? That profile picture is on my page. Was one of the profile picture I used to use in June, Christopher, from time to time, tell us fast, pray. So one day he called me, say, are you fasting? I said, yeah. Are you fasting? I said, yeah. You're staying away from mom, and I said, yeah, I am. I said, yeah. So he dropped the call. I think he didn't know because I was so boldly saying, yeah. He dropped the call and just said, and would change your profile picture. That's when I said, what? I went to my profile. I said, this picture, why I go put? Everybody will say, Doc, you never work out. Your body still never move, you know? People go, they held the picture. How did Christopher see this picture as 7'4"? Do you understand? That was my first. I said, anybody where they do this kind of thing, any part of God, I'll tell me go change this picture. That was me talking. So I called a few friends. I said, what's wrong with this? It's only a pastor woman that said, that guy is right. That picture is not right. Change it. But every of my friend, man or woman, said, there's a bad carry go. That picture, nothing do harm. The person has bad mind, you know? So because of, again, the respect I have for this guy, I pulled it down. In fact, this is the first time I'm putting this picture again since this incident last year. So the other day, by the time I came back to Nigeria, I went to swim. I put my swimming trunk there. This guy went online to preach. He was talking about your body is the temple. He was getting irritated. I'm like, hey, and there's a go change that picture. Immediately I bring down the picture. The topic of his discussion changed. I said, thank you, Jesus. So while there. So do you know, these are things I noticed about the guy. And I felt this guy is holy. I repeat, I felt Christopher is. I said, I like this kind of person that will make me to be conscious of how I look, how I talk, how I dress, so I hold Christopher on a very high profile. It's very difficult to see a man who commits fornication and adultery or all kinds of unclean acts. And the person will stand on the TV and is pronouncing it and hammering on it and telling people to stay away from it. Do you understand how shocked I am to hear that such a thing is going on in his household? Is the most shocking. And then to hear that this guy doesn't have a mountain, that Christopher that tells me, man of God is on the prayer mountain praying for you. Because I call his mobile and he will not answer. Man of God is on the prayer mountain praying for you. I say, hey, it's good though. Let him be on the prayer mountain praying for me and my family. He better. Oh, thank you, Jesus. What kind of man of God is this always on the mountain? Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. No wonder miracles are happening. The biggest shock of my life again, out of everything they said, though, the one that shocked me to the utmost truth is that all those times he's saying he's on the prayer mountain, he's not. The prayer mountain is on his bed where he's climbing the mountain of joy, you know. And I just put hand for head. I said, Jesus, what is going on? It's okay to hear he did this, he did that. That one I need to verify, but to hear that he doesn't have a mountain, this mountain, every time they're using it against me to make me understand why they can't pick my call. Do you know at a point, I was very clever. At a point, I said, Christopher, when they send me, man of God is on prayer mountain praying for you and my family. That's the way they say it. I said, excuse me, woman of God is on the prayer mountain here praying for you and your family too. So immediately I started saying it. That person stopped telling me, man of God is on the prayer mountain praying for you and my family. And then when I write some things, did they hear me? Did they hear me?
Yes, the line is breaking. Or something they are using to make zobo. That they are using this thing to make zobo. Unlike all of us here, we are cooking zobo. Now we know how all the things they use for zobo looks like. So they use something they tie with color this thing. So I was told I use my hand.
Say that again. So after she cooked on that Sunday, sorry, I will need to get the point. After she cooked on that Sunday, she traveled immediately to Imo State. Or is it after 1 week? Is it after 1 week or something?
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Yeah, he started November 2019.
November.
Yeah.
So he would like me to come help him out, blah 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 blah. So I told him that, and of a truth, since I started my business, I've not left my business before because I know what I went through to start the business. So, and cosmetics business is not what you just live for, says girls and travel.
Exactly now.
Because they'll start stealing from you and all that. So he now said, okay, that's you understand. So after much begging and all that, I was like, after I'm not God. Okay, now I don't even know what God. Maybe it's time for this ministry that people.
And I know you use this low voice. I know you
Sorry?
use this low voice of begging you, please, you're part of Kojim now. Kojim, you should be by my side. You know that kind of trickish. I know his ways. Yeah. Continue. I'm just imagining the way when he's begging you for something, he begs like an orphanage child, a child that is in orphanage that needs food. The way you beg you, Okay, maybe he gets you, he just starts running like a madman. That's the only way to express him. Continue.
That I was like, okay, no problem. So
you left everything in Lagos.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I left. I told him anyways, okay, that I'm coming. Okay, since the service is starting on the 29, the first service is starting 29 because they say, oh, you like us to do a normal this and that. You are the person I know that has worked in all those studios, in synagogue, the people know all those work. You work in emergency. He said, I said, okay, no problem, that I'm going to come do 2 days, then I will come back to my business. Which I didn't even visit my people at East because me, I'm from Anambra State.
Yeah, Anambra Batete. You know about that?
Yes, I know about that. I'm from Umuteoka.
Oh my goodness. Adana Tukwano. Continue, Jerry. Nice.
So I told him, okay, that. So 27, something that I've never done since, like, I've never done that before, leaving the business behind. And Christmas time is when we
make money.
Make much money. But I was like, anyways, for all for God, I have to. Okay, no problem. Since it's just 2 days, I will come back and continue with what I am doing.
Hi.
So I left my business. I traveled on 27, and there was no flight, and normal traffic, Christmas, and I've never experienced that kind of journey before. But I just have to, okay. I was not even boss. I don't even know. I have to enter Sienna, no AC inside the bus. Just to, okay, since I have said this, because I hate lies. I don't know how to lie. If I tell you like this, I want it to be like that. So I got to Enugu. It's like it was something else, but I got to Enugu. 28, we went for that time. God's time was not yet there.
Yes.
So it was me and Sister Jola and most of my brothers from synagogue.
I was told Sister Joy came in January, but they not told me Sister Joy came in January.
Sister Joy, I saw her that day. I saw her that day. Which day that is? I think that was our first service. I saw her there at the first service.
Okay.
So we went there and we are all at Transit Crew. So did the normal thing, did our first service. So Sister Adela was a disciple and she was one of the big sisters in Squan. And she knows me. I was like a little baby girl.
Sister Joy. Sister Joy.
Like a little child to them. So we all know ourselves. So, and she knows, okay, Favor used to hold mic, she knows how to hold mic. So she always, Favor go and hold the mic and do this. You should know what to do now. She still brings shout. Those are shouting from synagogue. She still brought it to Kojim. No problem. I was holding mic. So I was also teaching Joy then because Joy was not a disciple in synagogue. They were all visitors and all those normal workers. So I was teaching them, this is how to, there's another lady there, Princess. Okay, this is how to hold mic. Even when man of God is shouting, even just, this is how to focus on the man of God. I was here teaching them how to do all those things because I only know that I have just 2 days to live, to stay here, then go back. So when it was time for me to go back, Joseph was begging that, please don't go this one. We just, how do you just say, okay, just give me 1 more week.
Yay!
And
This guy is cunning. This guy is a trickster. Okay.
So he kept on asking for 1 more week. Then when he saw that I was serious to go, he now came up with please can you help me and go and do I want you to give me go to lab, do your, is it blood, what do you call it? DNA and
blood group.
Blood
genotype and blood group.
Your genotype and blood group, yes. So I asked him, what do you want to do with it? He just said that I should bring it, that I shouldn't question what God is about to do.
Jesus.
That which side of Anambra State are you from? Are you not right for marriage?
Jesus.
Your people, how many of you in the family? When was the last time you saw? All those kind of talk.
So that it will be like he wants to marry you.
Which I called my sister and told my sister, because my sister has been calling me, me, I'm leaving you and your business, so you and your sex girl, anything you see, you take when you come back. Me, I don't understand this, you're abandoning your business and going to stay in. So I told him, I see what the man of God said, that I should do genotype and Nabi blood group. So I was like, okay, now ask him what he wants to do with it.
Hey.
So I told her everything. She said, okay, no problem. Why not just do it and give it to him now? So I did it and I gave him the...
Madam, please, how old are you? I think I remember your face now. On that 29th, we were among those holding placard and phone, and Sister Joy was next to you. I think I remember your face now. You also wore this dress you're wearing now. You wore it in this dress that is in your profile. You wore it in Koji some point. The dress of white and yeah, I remember now. How old are you? Sorry if you don't mind my accent.
I'm 29.
Very young. Okay. Okay. Continue.
So I now gave him this thing, which I even told the sister. I told that Sadiola has left.
I told Sadiola.
I told one of the brothers here, there is Kwamba Moses. I told him, but Moses, see woman of God said that I should bring my genotype and my blood group. But Moses was like, that is okay now, it's very good now. Give it to him now, and know what you want to do with it. You understand? So, and first of all, before I came to Enugu, when I told you, brother, this one you are starting ministry. The next thing you need to do is, go get married, though. So when people are coming, they will know that, okay, man of God is married. It will make you not have fake workers. You will not have people that are coming to because of your work for God, whereas they are coming for something else. That is very important to, as a young minister, as a male pastor. It's not easy. It's not good to do it without your wife. It will make you not to make a lot of mistakes.
Exactly. So, are you aware how old Christopher is? Sorry.
When I was telling him that, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Are you aware how old Christopher is? Are you aware of his age?
Christopher should be in his late 40s.
Late 40s, right? Do you know he tells people, okay, his brother told me he's 32. Jonas told me he writes on his documents is 1980, that there was a place he applied for something and they made a mistake and put 1980. So since then he has been assuming 1980. Then God's gift explained to me that he's born he's 44, 45 years. So you are saying late 40s. How do you know? Did he tell you or did you look at his document? How did you know?
I was in school and I was God's time when they were like there was time that inside like disciples we are all in because we all celebrate birthday together inside as disciples. Every we know. So
he's late 40s. Not even 45. John Shee just celebrated 45 years the other day. John Shee. Do you think he's older than John Shee?
He's older than John Shee, yes.
Oh, my dear, thank you for telling me this truth. Please continue, my dear. That guy is far older than you. You are just 29. He is almost 50. So 20 years older than you. Okay, continue.
Yes. So I now told him, just get yourself a wife. He's not saying that he's planning towards that. So jokingly that day, just say, what if it's you that told this Spirit is here? I said, brother, I beg go. That's me, I have my own cross to bear. So we laugh over it, everybody. So
what was the cross?
So when
was there any particular cross?
No, it's not like I just like me, I know I cannot deal with this type of person. That was what I just that was how I said it. We all laugh. I mean, I know that I cannot marry his type of person. So
yeah, because of the attitude you started seeing in him, right?
Because of he has a nasty attitude. He has a very nasty attitude, and anyways, let me.
But why did you obey his genotype stuff? What was your genotype? What was the group? What did he fall under? Do you know? Were you AA or AS, and then blood group is O plus? Genotype is the one of AS, SS. So which one did you fall?
Yes, I think my genotype is AS.
Okay. And do you know his own?
No, I don't know his own.
Okay. Because it looks to me like somebody that might be AS, but don't worry, it's all right. And your blood group, do you know what it is? Okay, you can't remember. Okay.
I think it's O positive.
Which is nice.
I can't remember.
It's nice. It's only AS bad.
I don't know. I will ask my sister because I snapped and sent to her when I did it.
Okay. So, but you just obeyed him. It's not like you want to marry him. You just say, make I obey this man of God.
No, I just obeyed him. I never had any intention of even having a relationship with him, or even I've never had that in my mind. Like I've never. And God will bear me witness.
Yes.
So because if I had that in mind, I wouldn't have given him that advice of go get a wife before people will start coming. That was even before I left. That was when I was still in Lagos. So get a wife. That when workers are coming, everybody will know that you're married. So to make you not have a fake workers. You understand? So that was what I told him. So when we got there, we started working. So he kept on, please hold on. And one thing with him is that he's the type that doesn't take advice.
No.
He doesn't like advice.
No.
He doesn't like advice at all. Before you even tell him, he will tell you, I know. And the funny part of it is that he doesn't know. So
because arrogance won't let him listen.
I don't know why this is breaking.
Oh, well, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
Because arrogance cannot let him. He's arrogant. He's proud. He has so much pride. He's very stubborn. He's very rude, and he has inferiority complex. That's why he keeps running now. That's why he keeps running. Continue.
So I told him that as time we are going on, I was seeing a lot of things going on there. Then that mic that I was teaching Joy him how to hold, joy and happiness, I just noticed that they kind of ganged up against me. I'm this quiet.
And it might be that Joy has overheard you talking about genotype. Man of God asked me to bring genotype. Are you sure?
No, I never even. It was Joy. Okay, see, let me continue. I will tell you how the fight started.
Okay.
So some things were going on. So Joy and Happiness, they kind of gang up against me, holding the mic that I taught them how to hold. They no longer allow me to hold mic. If we are having meeting, everybody wants to fire me. Then before you know it, Ghost and them, GT, they came and joined. So they saw that okay, everybody is fighting this girl favor. Without even him finding out what is happening, everybody joined. So it was just me and Princess that was kind of paddy. But Princess was at Man of God's side with Joy them. And me, I was at Translate. So later on, a lot of things was happening that was not supposed to. And Man of God, Sherry, you wanted us to come and work together here. You wanted the team. And what is the essence of forming a team when you will not listen, when someone is talking to you? So, for example, when he brought out a Wiseman, I said, you just started, you're not up to 1 year. You want to make wise men. And you didn't even call your team people. You didn't call us and tell us, oh, maybe God told you to get wise men or something, or people that will be helping you, praying for people. I told him, the man of God, it's too early. People, you just came out. I know it's been a long time they stop you people from working in synagogue. People want to see what you carry. People want to see the fire in you. People want to see your seriousness. And not just you. Don't let people feel that you're lazy. Then because of this thing I said, Daniel them and every other person was against me. How will I tell man of God that this, that? So I later joined them, how they manipulated, how they carried them and put them as man of God's side. I don't know, because all of us was at Transekuru, cooking and eating there. So Happiness joined them, joined them. Everybody went to Man of God's hospital. It was not me and Tina and one other girl, Blessing.
Please tell me the name of the people that went to Man of God's house. So Joy, Happiness, Princess.
Princess is their king's daughter. So there's no problem. She's staying with Man of God.
That's fine. So Princess, who else again?
Happiness, Joy, just 2 of them.
2 of them or 3 of them, Princess and Happiness. There's another girl that the mother sent from Abuja that was speaking for them. I was told was speaking for them, that Christopher told that she was wearing miniskirt to the church and told Samara to correct her. And the woman fled up and traveled back, took the next flight and went to Abuja and said that Christopher is crap. That man is crap. Did you hear of that one?
Yes, I know the girl is in Nena. Yes. But in Nena, she was not living with them.
No, I heard she was living in a hotel, but Christopher tricked her again to come and live with them.
No, she was never lived with them.
Okay, no worries. Okay.
So we are all in Transekuru, we'll go to church.
Are you aware that Princess was brought from the king's house? Princess was brought from so that Christopher can marry. It was a family, brother, them that brought her so that Christopher can marry her.
No, I was not aware. I was told that she's a relation. Yes.
You see, lies. So Princess was brought for Christopher to marry. So her coming from all the way from Abuja, where she was having her life, full life, was the family connect, and so that also the family can sponsor Christopher. See, the same way those honorable are helping him. So they connected him to Igwe, and they felt Igwe has a daughter, so he can marry her. You got the point. And this girl is 19 years. 19 years, for crying out loud. You see, I heard all this story today, but continue. What else did I want to ask you?
Well, I'm going to stop it right there, and we wait for the part 3. There's still so much audio. I'm not sure I'm even going to play all the audio. Maybe I should do, like, even if I go to part 4, which is where I think I'm going to stop. I'm still not going to be able to play for you all the audio. There's so much audio. There's so much detail there. Obviously, it was conversational. And also, if you're not Nigerian, you're probably going to miss one or two things. But the person interrogating this girl, the person was a financial partner to Christopher. That's Wiseman Christopher's so-called ministry. She bought a car for him. She was giving him thousands. She lives in the UK. She's a medical doctor. She's the one asking the questions because she had heard so many things about him. And she tried to confront and speak to him about it, and he blocked her. So now she started trying to investigate more. Now she was asking some of the people who were living with him, who knew him very well. And this girl now, Favor, who is the one being interviewed, sort of the one answering the questions, she had lived with him. She first met him at the Synagogue Church of All Nations when TB Joshua was there. Wiseman Christopher was also a wise man there at TB Joshua's so-called shrine, synagogue, right? So she was a disciple there. So that was how she knew him. She was a disciple with TB Joshua, of TB Joshua, and he was a wise man of TB Joshua. Before he left about 2 years ago, started his ministry, and now he asked her to come help. And just a whole lot of conversation. But what is coming out of this conversation that I want you to pick up is some of the things that have been going on based on the first-hand information. She lived there. She lived there with them. That's why she's giving us all these details. So I think I'm gonna, push it and take it and make sure we have I'm gonna do a part 3, and then I'll make sure I take it to a part 4, just so we can exhaust this. And all this, is because of the ways that he learned from TB Joshua, from Fatai. Fatai's way is evil. Fatai's way is about taking from people. Fatai's way is about manipulating people, not about giving people life through the empowerment of the Holy Spirit. That's not it. Not about, helping people to disengage from a sinful life, to connect to righteousness and holiness. That's the facade they create with all their afro. You see them with afro, you would think, these people are holy people. They don't even got the time to cut their hair. Rubbish. Utter rubbish. You see them holding their hands like this and trying to be humble. Rubbish. Utter rubbish. If you know these people in the closet, you would not even think about them that way. They are big pretenders and hypocrites. And that's what I hope, these audios will reveal. And also the dangers of some of the seeds that TB Joshua had sown in the lives of different people who had passed through the Synagogue Church of All Nations, either as an evangelist, a disciple, or a wise man, or even people that has visited him, synagogue, and stayed there. Because, throughout the year, you will see people that will visit there and stay there for 3 months, for 6 months, for 1 year, helping, doing this and doing that and doing that. They do all that. So he had planted a seed inside of them. Some of them intentionally allowed the seed to come in, some of them unintentionally. And they are the ones that are going to be all around now, continuing with the destructive and evil legacy of TB Joshua. You see how the devil operates. That's how the devil operates, sadly. So we need to stand strong and be bold and continue to speak about this. Thank you guys. Really appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Please make sure you like the video and share it. And importantly, can you please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Solomon's Temple, wherever you're watching. Please subscribe right away. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless you and have a wonderful day.
Masinya Attorneys Incorporated, a boutique commercial and taxation law firm in Midrand, Johannesburg, South Africa. Strategic lawyers on point with more than 20 years of practice experience. We are professional, capable, and qualified.
Hi, my name is Reju, Dr. Reju. I'm a workplace effectiveness strategist and I consult for churches because I have a passion for pastors. I have a burden for pastors because of my belief in the tremendous amount of influence that they can have in society. But over the years, the global church, we've focused on only what happens within the four walls of our buildings. We've reduced the definition of church to a building, which we know is not accurate. But the purpose of this conference, this workshop, is to give us a wider kind of horizon, to widen our horizon, to look at the church through a truly biblical prism, to expose pastors to gain an insight into the biblical definition of church so that we can express that full definition and become that externally focused church. A friend of mine once said, "Where is the church on a Sunday after the parking lot is empty?" That is what this workshop is all about. Call Joy Bringers on the numbers on your screen. See you then.